Kicking off live legends. Welcome guys, Thursday. Look, this is for you if you're feeling underappreciated. I want you to really picture this. Like, I had this guy, called him Dave. Dave was about 6'1". I actually nicknamed him Russell Crowe, but not the Russell Crowe from Gladiator, where he's dripping in sweat and he's all shredded and jacked, and you kind of misses, just drools a little bit when she watches that movie beside you. But that, like Russell Crowe off that movie, where he's slightly, he's overweight, smells a little bit, got those wet kind of patches under his arms. He's the kind of guy that you would, you don't get too close to for a hug. You kind of go in for a long-armed handshake. That kind of version of Russell Crowe. Anyway, look, Dave was battling hard. Like, he had a really successful business. He worked FIFO, so he operated his own business in the mines, but he was struggling hard with low energy, couldn't sleep. His brain was always racing around at night, and his relationship with his wife was on the rocks, and with his kids as well. And he came to me and he's like, "Look, Josh, I think it's either it's going to be a heart attack, the business is going to explode, or my missus is going to divorce me." And I said, "Shit, Dave, like, mate, to be honest, could be all three of those things." Because it was a bit of a rough spot for him. He would fly away to flying away, do his work, and be stuck in his little cabin, have his little shirt over there that still had its sweat patches on from being so stressed out. He couldn't sleep while he was at work because just so many things going in his head. He was so jacked up all the time. And he'd tried so many things. While he was away, obviously his relationship with his missus was rocky. His kids never saw him, didn't really understand, the whole situation. And he tried really everything. He tried buying the dream house for his wife and his family right down on the beach, with the view and everything out to the ocean. You know how it is in the summertime when it's just sparkling, like a mint spot. He'd tried all different remedies. He'd tried doing exercise routines. He'd tried diets. He'd tried, business consulting. He'd tried so many things, yet he was, on the wrong side of 30. The waistline was getting bigger. He wasn't getting anywhere closer to where he wanted to be. In fact, he was, falling further and further behind. So we had a chat and decided to do some work together. And the very first thing that we started working on, and you might hear James harp on about this shit all the time, I'm thinking, fucking shut up, James. But the nervous system. We started with the nervous system with Dave. And straight away, we started seeing drastic improvements in aspects of his life. He had more energy. He had what felt like more time. The racing thoughts in his brains settled right down. So he was more present with his wife when he was at home. He actually could work less because he was more effective, so he could actually spend more time at home. When he was at home, he could then go and spend time with his kids, watch their sport in the weekend, and lo and behold, what happened? His relationship with his kids got a lot better. He was a lot less stressed. The weight started to fall off. And then, of course, suddenly he had sex drive again and could actually wake up with a bit of morning wood and actually, have a bit more fun with the missus. It was no longer just the old Netflix and chill on the couch. So whilst we worked on this nervous system, everything in Dave's life started to change. Business grew. Relationship got better. Being a dad, after buying all these things, the boat, the house, he actually got to be there present with his kids. Now look, all of these things came over a time for Dave. Like, he worked on them. But it was drastic how fast these results came. And if you are in a state where, you've got low energy, you're not sleeping right, you're underappreciated at home because of all the work that you do, then you get home, you've got nothing left for your family, for your partner, for your wife, all these aspects. If you are struggling with those, comment in the section below, appreciated, and I'll get James and myself to send over the pretty slick training that James has done on it for the hierarchy of health to show you how and what you can do to help fix your nervous system so you can have more energy, get rid of the racing thoughts, lose that weight if you are coming up to the wrong side of 30 so it doesn't go on, don't end up with the dad bod, and you can start enjoying life and having those awesome relationships with your family, your kids, your wife, have a better business, and just enjoy life. So comment, appreciate it down in the comment section, and I'll send that on over to you. Hope you're having a killer Thursday, guys. Coming into the weekend, I hope it's awesome for you. Big love to you. Catch you later.